Brought to you by Rajnigandha.
यूं ही नहीं ताज ताज बन जाता है, शिल्पकारों का हुनर और चुनिंदा संगमरमर ताज को नायाब बनाते हैं। कुछ ऐसे ही चुनिंदा जगहों से बस खास ही चुनकर लाता हूँ। कतरे कतरे को मैं हीरे सा परखता हूँ। यूं ही नहीं मैं रजनीगंधा बन जाता हूँ।
So, 3 elections, 3 very different verdicts. Amitabh Tiwari, is Bihar therefore a nightmare for psephologists, or is it a relatively easier state that wherever 2 out of the 3 parties align, the major parties, JDU, RJD and BJP, if 2 go on one side, game, set and match. It's like a triangle, 2 have to go on one side and you win the election, more often than not.
See, it is a trickier state in the sense that in both 2015 and 2020, most of the pollsters have got it wrong. Because in 2015, it was generally believed that NDA would win. And in 2020, it was a consensus that Mahagathbandhan is winning. But NDA won the elections in the end. So it's a tricky state for pollsters because there are many parties involved here. There are not just these top 3 parties, but many smaller parties which bring an additional vote share to different alliances. And most of these smaller parties are with different partners in different elections. Correct? So this time around also it looks to be a very tight battle. And we have 1.5 months of campaign left. Elections have not been announced yet.
And I just want to add that, make Pradeep Gupta smile. He actually got 2015 right.
Yes.
When everyone else was predicting an NDA victory, there was a Modi wave after 2014. Pradeep Gupta got that election right. So, kuch aap sahi nikalte hai, kuch galat nikalte hai. That's life.
And Pradeep also had spoken about 2020 Bihar. Of course, the elections, many say, Rajdeep, that shifted from the first phase to the second phase. And the sense was that in the second phase, more women came out to vote. So let's look at the second slide because this becomes important in the context of Bihar. Because on 27th of this month, close to 80 lakh women of Bihar will get 10,000 rupees each. With the direct benefit transfer scheme having been thrown into this entire mix of caste and coalitions, Bihar has become even more tricky to predict. Let's look at this number now. We are looking at northern and eastern Bihar, which are dominated by shades of red and orange, which actually indicate that women outvoted men by a significant margin. In fact, in Baisi, it is almost like 22% more women turn out. Elections were actually moving from this side to upwards, and that is the reason why it became difficult to predict the elections in 2020. When we look at western and southern part of Bihar, that's where men perhaps voted more, and that is Bikram, minus 11.2%. But women in general have been that very important factor in the context of Bihar, and that's why I'll bring you again, Pradeep Gupta, because when you speak about 2020, the vote share or vote difference between the NDA and the Mahagathbandhan is just around 12,000 votes. Many would say that that is largely the vote that administration brings in if the elections shift, when the vote, the counting process begins and it starts moving. But with direct benefit transfer coming in this election, has it become even more difficult?
I would not say difficult, but I would say it makes at least one of the party or Gathbandhan lives easier to predict. In the sense, if this is working out, the direct transfer of money to the woman's account, and if women are shifting in bulk, then our life and everybody's life is much easier to predict.
But are they really shifting? Won't you say that they're already captive audience of Nitish?
That is something, Maria, you are trying to ask who is winning or if they are shifting. I wish I could answer this question. Even at this point of time, I would say, even Bihar ke voteron ko nahi pata hai ki kisko vote karna hai. That is the kind of dynamics playing out in the battleground of Bihar.
No, but are we right in saying, and Yashwant, you can take this, over the last 10 years or maybe even longer, whoever gets a majority of the women votes wins? Delhi was a slight exception. Arvind Kejriwal and the BJP were almost neck and neck in women. In fact, Arvind may have had the Aam Aadmi Party may have had a slight edge, but by and large, Mamta Banerjee, Narendra Modi himself, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Here in Maharashtra last year, Ladki Bahin scheme made a huge difference. Would you agree that whoever gets the woman vote, and Nitish Kumar has consistently got a large section of the woman vote for his various schemes, has a huge advantage in Indian elections today? That the real factor to look at in an election is the M factor, not Muslims, but Mahila.
Absolutely. I mean, goes without saying. I mean, but there is a very, very significant difference as far as the M factor of Bihar is concerned when you compare it or look through the lenses of certain Madhya Pradesh Ladki Bahin scheme or Ladli Bahin scheme of Nitish Kumar is not Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Nitish Kumar is not Eknath Shinde. For a simple reason. Nitish happens to be, at least in my living memory, the first person with a very, very significant approach towards the female vote bank. He started 25 years back, Rajdeep, when he distributed bicycles and poshak, as we call it, the uniforms, to the school-going girls in Bihar. And why I feel it is very different, because Mr. Shinde's Yojana or Shivraj Singh Chauhan's Yojana was out of the blue one-time payment thing. While when I look at the brand Nitish Kumar, the daughters of Bihar which got a bicycle and the uniform 25 years back are now the housemakers, the entrepreneurs, the mothers now. And their connection, emotional connect with Nitish Kumar is altogether very different. What emotional connect of female voters in Maharashtra with Mr. Shinde or with Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, even though Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan was more popularly known as Mama. But no, Nitish Kumar's personal connect on the female voter is way more intense and way more deep-rooted than any other politician in India.
Yes. Jivika Didi, all that has been very, very, gender-driven, Rajdeep. And that is something that you sense on ground. And when Yashwant points out about that 25-year legacy of Nitish Kumar, it will be about the women voters. Remember Sharab Bandi? That was also done.
Exactly. In Sharab Bandi, it may be a fiscally speaking, it may be a stupid policy for many. But if you will talk to the females, almost 8 or 9 out of 10 would be supporting that policy.
And am I right in saying women now vote far more than they did even 30, 40 years ago?
Yes.
Women turnout has grown. Is it easy for a cephalogist, though, to get and gauge the women voter?
It's
politically people say, because politically people say what Nitish Kumar is doing on the eve of an election is a total bribe. I'm putting 10,000 rupees in the pockets of women. Others will say it's gender empowerment. Do you believe it's easy for a cephalogist? We don't even need to know the numbers if, in such a situation.
See, it is difficult because when you go out on the field or when you are doing surveys through calling, fewer females turn up to discuss with you because political discussions many females would not want to do on a face-to-face basis. One data point here which is very interesting is that on 167 seats, the women turnout was more than men. And NDA won 99 of those seats. This entire chunk of red, which was on the top, the NDA swept North Bihar, literally swept North Bihar, including Seemanchal, which has a higher minority population. So this shows what Yashwantji and Pradeepji has been saying, that the woman vote can be the kingmaker again, and this 10,000 rupees is a big amount from Bihar's perspective, where the per capita income is also not rupees 10,000. The per capita income is only 6,000 to 7,000. Bribing of voters, yes, you have a point, but that's what happened in MP, one can argue. That's what happened in Maharashtra here. Who would have said that NDA was winning 234 seats during the election? That's what happened in Jharkhand, correct? So this is something which needs to be discussed. We need to discuss as a whole. And even the Supreme Court or the Election Commission needs to work on this. Because if NDA wins Bihar, then this becomes a recipe or a formula for winning elections, which we all have to think about.